Alright, so I've went ahead and made the monitor system. Just the art. I dragged the monitor onto the scene with the camera button icon in the middle of it. And in the monitor, I have added all the different camera buttons. And I changed the order of them as well. And last but not least, I also include the static from the sprites images and imported it as an animation, which you'll see in a bit. You can change the transparency of the static by going to the color and setting the alpha to something less than 255, which is what I did for this video. Alright, so I made a new script for the monitor. It's called open close cam. The camera is going to be a boolean value, whether it's up or down, just like in the original Five Nights at Freddy's. So, and as we can see, all we do is change the boolean to true and false, which is cam toggle, and then we let Game Master handle the monitor up and down animation. Alright, so here's the function that is called whenever the camera button is clicked. We have a string ternary, and a ternary is basically just an if statement for assignment values. So whatever value that boolean is, if it's true, it'll do the left side of the ternary, and if it's false, it'll do the right side of the ternary. And it's separated by that colon right there, and then we use that to play an animation based on the string. Alright, so we can't have a Unity game without more off-screen animations, so I went ahead and made the monitor open and close animations. As you can see, all it does is just move the monitor up and down from the position. And then, yeah. Alright, let's work on switching cameras. So we're going to need to have a new script for every single camera button that we're going to use. We'll call it cam buttons. Alright, so in cam buttons we're going to call the new function that we're going to implement called switch cams. And we're going to have a parameter called the background type for the camera, and we're going to pass that in as an argument for switch cams. And we'll do the basically going to change the sprite of the current background to whatever background that we've chosen for the button. Back in the scene, we're going to make sure to set the button's background type to be the background that's used for the Game Master's like all backgrounds. And then once we do that, the camera should be working just fine. We're also going to set the default camera to be the showroom. I forgot to add this map PNG as well, but it's going to be there just to make the map look a little better. Alright, this is the moment you guys have been waiting for. The animatronics. So, there's going to be a bear, a bunny, and a chicken. The bear and the bunny and the chicken will pretty much be in the camera for like 90% of their time, so we're going to make this a child of the monitor, and we're going to have the bear be in like 3 different spots, signifying the 3 different cameras. So like this bear one would be in the showroom, and as I'm doing that right now, and then bear 2, for example, will probably be in like the kitchen, and we'll put a different position for that. And then we'll determine which one to like actually show in the code. So I'm going to do a time lapse real quick, but this is the bear, bunny, and chicken, and I'm going to add them in like every single camera. Alright, so in the original Five Nights at Freddy's game, the animatronics pretty much had like a set like list of locations that they can go to. And we're probably going to translate that in this game. So, for example, like the bear would be able to like show in the kitchen. I should probably use yeah, I'll use that. So, kitchen. Oh, that's too big. So the bear would probably show in the kitchen, the showroom, and the I think it's the right hallway. Yeah, right hallway. The bunny would showcase in the showroom, the left hallway, and the dining area, while the chicken would show in the kitchen, showroom, and right hallway. So each animatronic has a different location that they want to be in, and they're going to have a set path towards your office. So an easy way we can do this is to do a simple list and index that list one by one. So if the Freddy animatronic was in the kitchen, or no, showroom, because he starts in the showroom. If we add 1 to it, then we'll have like a list. So like showroom is at index 0, and then the kitchen is at index 1. So if we add 1 to the index, then he'll be in the kitchen, and then we add 1 again, he'll be in the right hallway, and it will probably add a view that he's in the office, and then finally a view for the actual jump scare. So let's write this in the code. Alright, so we're going to make the scripts for the bear, the bunny, and the chicken. Simply going to be called bear, bunny, and chicken. These will be the 3 parameters for each animatronic: the chicken, the bunny, and the bear. So we're going to set it now. Our current location would be the start, and then our all of our locations would be the list that I described earlier. So showroom, kitchen, and the right hallway. The levels are just for the AI. I don't touch into it too much in the tutorial, but I do a calculation for it later down in the tutorial, so please feel free to change the level for the animatronics accordingly. Alright, so now we will integrate our bear, bunny, and chicken scripts. So bunny, and in here we will access each one's location to put in a dictionary. So we'll do it down here. Say that the for each I'll do string location and their locations. We will fill it with the animatronic locations.add. We'll do bear. I'll just stick with the lowercase, and then we'll add all the different locations. Actually, no, we don't even need to do this since we have an array already. We can just simply do this. So we'll do animatronic locations.add bear, and then we can do bear.locations as the value. Same thing for the other 3. Alright, cool. Now we will take a look at a quick change we'll do is to change the current location here into a integer and call it current location index instead, and we'll do that for all of these. And we'll use this to index the locations, and we'll need a new public string sprites, I think. Yeah, I think so. And then actually this won't be a string but a type game object will do for now. We'll call this bear positions. Yeah. Positions, we'll just call it positions, and then we'll put this in every single animatronic thing, and then in here our current index is 0, meaning our element's going to be the showroom. And then for our positions, we will add all of the different bears on here. I'm going to hit the lock button so I can easily add it. Yeah, okay. There we go. So that's our different positions. Awesome. Alright, so I've also added a public void update position to single out all of the different positions and disable all of the positions but the one we're on currently. So I need to loop through every single position and set it to false with this one, and then after that I can just set positions of the current index to be true. Alright, so I made a new function called update position, and in here we need to look through all the different positions and make sure there's none are like active but the one we're currently on. So if we set all of them to false and then only set this one to true, it'll work just fine. And we'll call this in Game Master shortly, but first I'm going to do the same thing to all the different electronics here. Then in Game Master we're going to do that when we switch cameras. So we'll do bear.update position, bunny.update position, and then chicken.update position. There we go. Awesome. In the inspector we can see that the current index is 0, meaning if the bear is in the showroom, it should show bear 1. If the bunny is in the showroom, should do bunny 1, and if the chicken is in the showroom, should do chicken 1. So let's see if that worked. I will run it. Oh, I think I forgot to do something. Yeah, I forgot to assign the different animatronics, so bear, bunny, and then chicken. There we go. If I hit play, so you can see if we go to the showroom, they both show up, or all of them do. They didn't show up at the beginning because we didn't set that to update the position, and also if I switch cameras they're gonna stay there, so we gotta fix that. Instead of just doing this, I will call the switch cams, not that, switch cams function, and just set it to the showroom. Yeah, okay. We'll do that, and then remove this. We also need to make sure the current camera we're in right now is going to be the exact same thing as if the exact same as the animatronics. So we're going to do that now. It's going to be one of these. So we only want to set it active if the game master instance cam background name is equal to the locations of current location index. So if these two are the same, then show it, basically. Alright, so let's put this in. Also, we probably need to do a .2 lower, because I believe it's slightly different from the others. We'll do to lower on both of these, just in case. And then alright. So yeah, showroom's lowercase here, but in the actual sprite's uppercase, I think. So that's why I made it lowercase on both sides. And if I were to hit play, okay, well, it's not showing anymore, but I'll take a look at that. One small change I forgot to do is that, like, this is actually the name of the game object, but what we actually want is the name of the sprite, because that's the thing that gets shown. So we're going to change that to cam background, not sprite, because cam background is just a sprite renderer and its name is literally cam background, but the sprite it's displaying is something else that we actually need. So we'll do cam background, not sprite.name. If I were to run this, then yep, I saw it. Yep, they only show up in the showroom, and when I first open the camera, they'll still be there, no matter what. Even if I were to start the game, yeah, they still show up. Alright, time to move on to the fun part. So, we're going to have the animatronics move a certain distance, depending on the level. We're going to do the calculation in our start, and we're going to do a int seconds till move is going to be equal to, I'm going to do 1 divided by level for now. Actually, we're going to need a public int. But yeah, we'll do that. So I want to call this base seconds till move, and this is going to be a I'll do movement timer actually. That's better. Alright, so base move timer is going to be like the base time it's going to move, and then for a start, we're going to divide the base movement timer by the level. So it'll move faster if the level's higher, basically. And make sure the level is not 0, so we'll do if level is less than or equal to 0, then level equals 1. Alright, so after this, we're going to do a fun thing called invoke repeating. This will keep repeating things based on the repeat rate, which is going to be right here, and the time. So when this method is function is first called, it's going to do the function that's specified. Then it's going to do it in a certain amount of time, and it's going to repeat that many times. So if we were to make a new function called public void, and then we say move animatronic, then we're going to do a current location index plus, and have a quick check if current location index is greater than or equal to, we'll do locations dot length, then set current location equal to 0. That'll just loop it back to the original position if it's ever greater than or equal to the length of the array. And then we'll call that, so do name of move animatronic, and then we'll do that the okay, well, we're probably going to make a new variable called move timer, and it's going to be equal to base move timer divided by level. So now we'll move it by move timer seconds. So this will run every x seconds, which is move timer seconds in this case. Alright, so I'm going to have this be
I don't know, 1. Yeah, we'll have them move every 1 second, and we'll see how it goes. And this is just for the bear I'm gonna test right now. So the bear's moved. Okay, he's in the kitchen right now. And if I click again, he's gone. I think he's back to the... I think he's here. He's hard to see. Can I just not see him? Yeah, okay, yeah. He goes to 2. I just can't see him. He's too fast. Alright, yeah. He was over there. Alright, so we're going to do the same thing for the... bunny and chicken. Same base timer 2. Do the invoke repeating. And start. Also need to copy over start. So copy over this for the chicken. Alright, let's test all of the different animatronics. I'm going to make them move at different times, so I'll make the bear move at like 5, and then the bunny at 3, and the chicken at 2. Alright, so chicken's gone in the kitchen, and then bunny's gone in dining area, bear's gone, so yeah, looks like it works nicely. Where's the chicken? No, chicken's right here. And I think the bear, yeah, bear's right there. And then, yeah. Sometimes, I feel like they disappear sometimes. Maybe I'm just too slow. I don't know. Okay, yeah. Alright, the chicken just move over. Yeah, okay. They definitely are moving. But as you can tell, they don't move until we switch to cameras, so we might need to fix that. In the move animatronic, I'm just going to do game master.instance dot I think switch cams, yeah, switch cams, and then we'll do the game master instance dot cam background dot name, oh, sprite dot name. So we'll change it basically to itself. We'll do this after we set it to 0. Alright, let's run it. Yep, so now they disappear whenever they want to. Chicken's here, chicken disappears with the bear, bear's there, bear disappears, bunny's there, bunny disappears, they're back here, so on, so forth.